am going to show in this video that how to handle the errors in IBM BPM. So there is a predefined way by the IBM BPM to handle the errors which comes whenever you are running in a process or some steps you are performing. If you go through an error, so what exactly will happen if you are not handling those errors, then it will fail in between and the customer won't like it. So what you will do, you will handle those errors. So let me show you an example how to handle those errors. I will create a BPD. I will name it as error handling demo. So I will drag and drop and one activity, name it as activity 1. I will drag and drop another activity. I will name it as activity 2. So what I'm going to show here, whenever any error comes in within this activity, so this second activity should trigger. Okay, so this intermediate event I will drag and drop on the very edge of the activity 1. So as you can see, the icon of the intermediate event got changed and it's already named this here as error. So you can change here the implementation also, error message SCA ECM content, but we require here error, so we will keep it as it is and I will connect the flow. So this flow is the normal flow. Whenever the process is working as expected, this will be the normal flow, and if error comes, it will go using the this flow. So I will connect it also here. So now I will create a quick CSHS in the implementation. I will click new. Yeah, keep it as activity 1. Okay, CSHS, and it is there. So what I am going to do, I will write a code which will produce an error. So something like that, tw dot local dot tt. So we have not created any variable yet, and that's why I am using that variable to create an error. Tw dot local dot local dot local. Yeah, probably that is going to give us an error. So I will save this code and we will go to our BPD and I will run this process. So we are on activity 1. So as you can see, there are two tokens can be seen, number 4 and number 5. I will run the activity 1 from here. It is going to throw an error. Yeah, it throwed an error. It is saying that an error occurred while evaluating the JavaScript and blah blah blah. And let me open the console. So it is saying that cannot read property local of undefined, cannot read property local of undefined. So it is giving an error. Let me close it. So I will just refresh it. Yeah. So as you can see, it did not went through this path because it gave an error. So we have caught the error from here this intermediate event, and now we went to the activity 2. Now I'm going to run this activity 2. So this is the by default CSHR which comes already if you drag and drop any activity. So I will click on done. So this activity is complete, and as you can see this process status is completed. So nowhere in the process the status became failed or error. So if you are not using this error handling, so what will happen? Let me show you. I will remove this error handling. I will remove this activity also. I will just run it. So this is our activity 1. I'm going to run it. This is throwing an error and the status becomes failed. So this is the difference if you are handling the error and if you are not handling the error. Thank you for watching the video. Like, comment and subscribe.